This is certainly not an endorsement of Evernote as a product, but I guess it kind of is. Hats off for all of the improvements that Evernote has made over the years. I started with Evernote at the very beginning, and now they are really taking it to the next level. And the discussion I'd like to have today is around Evernote and voice dictation. So stay tuned, and we're going to jump right to it. So Evernote is a powerful engine for storing information, collecting and storing information. It allows you to do all types of features. And we're not going to go over a feature set of Evernote today in this video, but we are going to focus on Evernote and voice dictation. For those of you that may be heading back to school or that attend meetings and want to record what's going on in the meeting and eventually have that presented in a text format, Evernote voice dictation is awesome. It works great. It's amazingly highly accurate as well. So we're going to walk through just how to use voice dictation within Evernote and the files that it creates. And unfortunately, because I'm doing a video, it's going to be hard to do voice dictation at the same time on the same mic. So I'm just going to walk through it on the screen here for you so that you can see it in action. So the first place we start really is as with any note, within any note, we just type in a /AU. So the way we do that is we can just hit the slash, remember, right below the question mark on your keyboard, and just type in AU. Once you see that, you'll see audio recording come up. You just press enter on your keyboard. I guess we'll see what happens. Press enter on your keyboard, and now all of a sudden the voice dictation engine begins. And you can see it up here. One of the things that challenged me to begin with was that there's no start. Once you hit enter, man, it's starting and taking off. In addition, as you can see, I can pause and the dictation engine will account for the pause and continue to capture the information. Also, when using this voice dictation engine, you have to be aware that unlike other voice dictations, punctuation is automatic and it's accurate. You can use automatic punctuation. For example, in Word, they have a voice dictation, but every time you pause, it puts in a period. Here within the Evernote engine, every time you pause, it waits to make sense of what it is that you're saying. So let's go ahead and pause or stop this voice recording and see what happens. So I'm going to click here and hit stop. And then notice here that it's a big file. It's only a minute long and it's a meg in size. So we have to take that into consideration. But let's go ahead and transcribe this file right now, just so you see, and I'll walk you through the instructions, see how it actually works, if it works while I'm using the mic to do other recording. So we're going to select on transcribe there, and it's going to take a minute. Actually, it doesn't take a minute. It takes a few seconds. And then all of a sudden, you see the voice dictation. Now, here is the voice dictation. We're going to look at that in a moment. But first of all, what I do, you can keep this recording for future and play it back to yourself. I usually don't do that. I click on it once, and then I select the delete key from my keyboard, and then notice where the cursor goes automatically. I hit the backspace on my keyboard as well, and then it gets rid of it, so it looks normal. So let's go ahead and take a look at this recording real quick. Enter on your keyboard, and now all of a sudden the voice dictation is okay. One of the things that challenged me was there was no start. Once you hit enter, man, it's starting and taking off. That is what I said. In addition, as you can see, I can pause and the video will, actually I meant to say audio, the dictation engine will account for the pause and continue to capture the information. Also, when using the voice dictation engine, comma, you have to be aware that unlike other voice dictations, punctuation is automatic and it's accurate. So far, it's been accurate in our example. You can use automatic punctuation, for example, in Word. They have voice dictation, but every time you pause, it puts in a period. Here within the Evernote engine, every time you pause, it waits to make sense of what it is that you're saying. I just love this engine. So let's go ahead and pause or stop this voice recording and see what happens. So I'm going to click here. So that is almost exactly what I said. Pretty awesome, isn't it? All right, so let's go over some of the mechanics here real quick. So we just did the voice recording. You could literally voice record an entire lecture series if you want, if you're going to college or you're in a class or a meeting. Yeah, the file is going to be huge, and yeah, it's going to take a few minutes to transcribe when you get back to the office. But you have the recording, and it will transcribe it into text so that you can easily read it, reference it, and annotate on it. Here is the recording. Remember, we clicked here to stop the recording. Then we selected transcribe. Then at the conclusion of the transcription, oh man. Anyways, at the conclusion, we selected once on the transcribe, once on this bar here, and it highlighted it in blue. And then we selected once backspace to get rid of that. Now, in addition, you can transcribe images. And this is really a pretty cool feature. Let's look at the first example that we have here. So the first example is got a little spelling error there. But here, notice that it's recording right there. It's recording text that even is behind this text here on the screen, and it doesn't do it 100%. So realize, I mean, there are some limitations, but it captures the first. See here, you can, right here, also backspace key. It captures a majority of the text behind on the image. Okay, then you can see where it's capturing these boxes. Left click once on the box, then select with your keyboard, and then once, oh, see, that's that one right there. Once you have selected the recording, the cursor, so that's that one, and that one is that one. Now here's another, so pretty cool. It's very confusing what it would dictate, but it does a pretty good job dictating it. This may be more of an example. You're in a class, or you're taking meeting notes and you've taken a picture, or you have a PowerPoint presentation that you have an image from or whatever, and you want to capture all of these steps. Maybe you want to put these steps into something else, or you want to have them in text format for whatever reason. You can do that. You literally just click on the image, like here, for example. You click on the image and then you hit transcribe. And when you hit transcribe, so you see the transcribe button just like you do right there, and you're seeing right there, okay? You hit transcribe, and then it will transcribe out all of the text, and it does a spectacular job. Now, notice here you have impact and time, but then if you look through these, it captures everything that you have within these statements here. Pretty cool stuff. So anyways, good luck with the Evernote voice dictation and transcription service. It's really a great feature that's been added to Evernote. Good luck.